comes to popular characters, they would have an entire list of cartoons that would explain why they are so beloved by the public and are considered legends. In fact, some characters would have to go through several appearances before becoming a hit. It could be a struggle, but hey, that's show business for you. However, it does happen on the very rare occasion that a character would become so popular by appearing in only one cartoon. And when I mean one cartoon, I literally mean just that one, nothing else afterwards. Funny enough though, it's the kind of perfect analogy that actually does explain this guy for one of those characters. You have to keep a careful eye on him because he could eventually burst out into song and dance and show you why he's such a huge legend. Maybe you won't believe me, but you gotta see it for yourself with Michigan J. Frog. At first glance, when uncovered from a box in a cornerstone, he's just a regular frog. However, on those rare occasions, he would bring out his top hat and cane, and he would sing and dance his heart out to the classic tunes of the late 19th and early 20th century. From Hello My Baby, to I'm Just Wild About Harry, to Please Don't Talk About Me When I'm Gone. However, there is a chance that he may not do it in front of an audience, so don't expect to make a profit out of him. The idea came along as a collaboration of Chuck Jones, writer Mike Maltese, and composer Milt Franklin, when they had an idea of an original cartoon that would involve a singing frog that only one person would hear. On top of that, the cartoon would contain absolutely no dialogue, and it would only be driven by the music and Michigan songs. But in terms of the only voice you hear in the tune, it was provided by Hollywood nightclub singer Bill Roberts, who also lent his talents on another cartoon, the 1948 MGM tune, Little Tinker by Tex Avery. Il sforzando in San Pedro, la Although the frog would sing many songs from the turn of the century, there was actually one that Milt, Mike, and Chuck had to create in order for him to sing a ragtime song. And thus came the Michigan Rag, where the cartoon One Froggy Evening made its debut on December 31st, 1955.
Stomp, romp, pump the Michigan, jump, clump, pump the Michigan Rag, that lovin' rag.
After the cartoon's release, audiences fell in love and burst out laughing at the film. But there was just one thing that people don't know. What's the frog's name? I mean, not even Chuck, Mike, and Milt thought about it. During the 60s, when the Bugs Bunny show was presenting the cartoons on television, they decided to give him a name so that, before the commercials, they can proudly proclaim that coming up next, Enrico. Yeah, because when you think about vaudevillian frogs, you think of Enrico. Clearly, that doesn't work. So, in the 70s, when Chuck Jones was interviewed by Jay Cox, he decided to call him Michigan Frog, named after the original song in the cartoon. But Cox wasn't really in favor for this, like something is missing. So, to compromise, Jones took Jay's name and put it in the middle, thus giving him the name of Michigan J. Frog. Later on, in 1995, Chuck Jones would finally make a new cartoon featuring the frog called Another Froggy Evening, which would look into Michigan's history, now voiced by Jeff McCarthy, on how that one guy wasn't the only one trying to exploit the frog. In the same year as Another Froggy Evening, January 11th to be exact, Warner Brothers officially made Michigan the mascot of the WB-TV network, which he would go on all the way up to 2005 because of an attempt for the channel to appeal more than just a teen audience. However, that plan didn't last long since the channel closed down on September 17, 2006, in favor of rebuilding a new channel with the CW. The last image shown from the WB was a silhouette of the frog giving us a bow. But even if his time on television was over, the frog will forever live on with that one legendary cartoon, which in 2003 was selected to be a part of the National Film Registry by the United States Library of Congress and was even ranked at number 5 in the 50 greatest cartoons by the people in the animation industry. Yes, we will never forget that one Froggy Evening, where even Steven Spielberg himself called it the Citizen Kane, of cartoons.
See ya, see you later, dudes!